Welcome to the Mailville training videos. In this video, we will continue with the training on the application setup. In our last video, we covered adding, changing, and removing routing rules. This video will demonstrate how to create multiple rules which will assign different priorities to matching emails and send them to a single folder with priority sorting and color coding. We left off last time with the app view shown here in the Rules section. Now we will add a new folder to our email account, set it up for sorting and color coding, and then add 4 rules which will send incoming emails to the new folder. Each rule will assign a different priority to the emails which it matches against, and the result in the folder after checking for new email will demonstrate the actions taken by each rule and the resulting colors and sorting within the new folder. So first, let's go to the, under Setup, let's go to the Folders section, and we want to add a new folder. And we'll select the Gmail account, which is our only account that we've set up so far. And let's go to name, we'll just call it Sort and Color. And click on the Next button, upper right corner. And I want to turn on the display of email list colors, and I want to sort by priority. And also, let's just change the colors around a bit. We'll just make, when emails come into this folder with high priority, we will color code them green. When they come in with medium priority, we'll color code them blue. When they come in with low priority, we'll color code them yellow. And when they come in with no priority, we'll color code them as red. Just the reverse of what the defaults are. Now we'll tap on Next. And let's just check our folder. We'll go tap on Change Folder, tap on the account, and scroll down and tap on Sort and Color, tap on Next, and just look at the details. And yes, and we can see for sure that what I just set up was saved and is ready for use. So I'll go ahead and go back now to Rules, where we want to set up the routing rules for incoming emails to go to this new folder. So I'll tap on Rules. And now let's begin adding the rules for the demonstration. The first rule I'll simply call Rule 1. Let's go ahead and select Gmail first and then tap here and call that Rule 1. Tap on Next. And then let's go and take a look at the rule type and selection data for incoming emails by tapping on the plus button. Now, prior to this demonstration, I have already sent 4 emails to this Gmail account. When we check the mail, and we'll get 4 inbound mails, and I want to create rules now that are going to match against the emails that are coming in for purposes of demonstration. The first email that will come in will have a subject that reads Rule 1 Matching Subject. The second email will have a subject that reads Rule 2 Matching Subject. The third email that comes in will have an attached image file named img_0006.jpg for a JPEG file. And Rule 4 will also have a JPEG file, img_0014.jpg. And what I would like to do is create a routing rule for each of these different conditions and have each rule assign a different priority and have all of the rules send the matching emails to the sort and color folder that we just created. So with that in mind, for Rule 1, I would like to have it match against subject. So I'm going to tap right here to go to email subject, and I want to enter what I know what the subject is coming in, so it will be Rule 1 Matching Subject. We'll tap on the Next button. Now let's look at what we want to do when the rule gets a match. I'd like to send it to a folder, and let's scroll down and see our Sort and Color folder is right here. And these rules I'm going to give high priority to. I'll select high for Rule 1. Go ahead and tap on Next. Our rule is complete. So let's go back and add another rule. Tap on the account, and we'll call this one Rule 2. Tap on Next. For the selection data for this one, again we have a subject that we want to match on, but this is Rule 2 Matching Subject. So I'll enter that. Tap on Next, and then set our destination folder and priority. So I'll set Send Rule Matches to Folder, and send it to the Sort and Color folder with a medium priority. That will be Rule 2. Tap on Next, and that completes our second rule. Tap on Add Email Routing Rule again, tap on the account, and we'll call this one Rule 3. Tap on Next, put in our selection data, and this time we have an attachment file that we would like to match against. So let's go to attachment file name, as you see here, and I'll tap in the name that I know is attached to one of the files. Note in passing that although in this example I'm using specific file names and specific subjects, you can also use partial subjects, and you can use wildcard characters. In other words, I could just say I want to get any emails coming in with an attachment file that begins with IMG by entering IMG star in the attachment file name rather than what I'm entering here. So there's a lot of flexibility. We're just keeping the example simple in this case. Okay, so we have our attachment file name. We'll tap on Next. Now let's go ahead and take care of our action. We want again to send the rule matches to folder, and we want to send them to the Sort and Color folder with a low priority. And I'll tap on Next, and that completes that rule. Tap on Add Email Routing Rule one more time on the account, and then enter Rule 4. Now this one we have a different email that has a different attachment file name, so I'll go ahead and hit the plus button for the type and selection data, and again I'm going to use the file name, and this one is going to be img_0014.jpg. Tap on Next and go ahead and set our action. Once more, to send matches to a folder, going to the Sort and Color folder with no priority, and I'll tap on Next. Okay, we should have all of our rules there, so let's review the rules before we go any further. I'll tap on Change Email Routing Rule, tap on the account, and now we have a list of the 4 rules that we put out there. I can simply tap on the rule to take a look at what I put out there. Rule 1, select by subject content, and the content is Rule 1 matching subject. Send to the folder Sort and Color with high priority. Rule 2 is the selection data is Rule 2 matching subject, going to the same folder with medium priority. Rule 3 is selecting by attachment file name. There's the file name, going to the same folder with low priority. And then finally, Rule 4, again selecting by file name. There's the file name, going to the same folder with no priority. So we have all of our rules set up properly now. So let's go ahead and close out of this and go back to the main email view. Now let's check for new emails coming into the app and see what results we get. We'll tap on Get Mail and let it go ahead and check for the mail. See what this way. Okay, let's close the inbox and look at the results in the Sort and Color folder. Notice under Sort and Color, we now have 4 incoming emails that match successfully against the rules. Rule 1, Rule 2, and then Rule 3 and Rule 4 matched. And notice that we have the 4 different priority color coding as well. And then the sorting was high, medium, low, and no priority. So you can see that the rules match successfully. I can now tap on the individual items, of course, and look at the contents of the emails, as you see here. And so that shows you how to have 4 different rules, assigning different priorities to emails and having them go to the same folder. Of course, you can also have rules where each individual rule will send emails to a different folder. You can have different combinations of rules acting on similar emails with slightly different changes. It's really a lot of flexibility that's available if you use the rules properly. I'll go ahead and close that folder here, and that will conclude this demo.